Hi guys, this is Sajna Binil and welcome to the Business Analysis Guide. So in my last video, I told you the difference between a functional requirement and a non-functional requirement. In today's video, I'll tell you what is a transition requirement. So transition requirements basically define the capabilities that your solution must have. They define the conditions that your solution should meet in order to transition from the current state to the future state. So confused? I know you're confused. So let us look at some examples of transition requirement and further simplify this concept. So take a look at your screen right now. So on your screen right now, you can see some examples of transition requirement like data conversion, data migration, user training, preparation of external entities, infrastructure changes, changes to some common practices or policies, and changes to responsibilities of users and user groups. These are all examples of transition requirements. So now let me explain you transition requirement with the help of a project scenario. In one particular project in which I worked, we were developing a global compliance application for a large investment bank. Now, as part of the requirement gathering, the customer also told us that there is a lot of old data lying in his old compliance system, which has to be migrated into the new system once the solution is ready. Okay. So, but the challenge was the old data contained a lot of bad data. Okay. And what do I mean by bad data? Bad data means data that lacks some vital information. So there were records that lacked a lot of information because primarily the old system did not have validations to control the entry, and users ended up creating records which actually did not have meaningful information. So he wanted some of these records to be excluded from migration and some of the records to be included. So he said that I want your system to identify which records are absolutely bad and then exclude them from migration, and which data is of medium quality. So in that case, convert the data, add some information in that data, and migrate it to the new system. So this project basically involved data migration plus data conversion, where he was asking us to convert the data into a particular format. So, as a BA, I had several meetings with the customer in order to nail down these transition requirements, in order to understand what kind of data. So, we spend a lot of time analyzing the data in the old system to understand what is the quality of data, what is the format of data, and so on. So, as a BA, as a first step, when you're doing a data migration, data conversion activity, you need to first analyze the old data and figure out what kind of data exists. What are the key information lacking in the records, and then take it to the customer and ask him, I found these are the records that I found are missing some vital information. So, what do we do with these? Should we exclude it from migration, or should we convert it into a particular format? That means add some information to that record and migrate it to the new system. So, these are some of the questions that you can ask your customer to clarify transition requirements. In the next couple of meetings, I was able to define a list of business rules for the data migration and data conversion activity. Now, once these business rules were ready, it gave complete clarity to my technical team about how the migration should work. So, my technical team wrote a migration script which ran in the background, which would pick up data record by record, analyze the quality of the data, and then take a decision whether to exclude it from the migration or modify it and include it in the migration. So this is a example of transition requirement. Also, there was a requirement from the customer that once the application is live in production, there should be a user training. Now, since this was a global application being rolled out to major business units across the globe, the user base for this application was very huge. So it was not possible for a single BA to liaise with so many users and train them. So there was training leads identified in every geography. These leads were supposed to gather knowledge from the BA as to how the new application is going to work, like what are the interfaces, and they in turn was responsible for rolling out the training to the respective business units. So we created a detailed training plan, which was also a part of the transition requirement, which detailed out exactly how the knowledge transition will happen. So in this case, when we talk about training, it is more about the knowledge transition that we give to our customer. Now, one of the top mistakes new BAs make is they don't think about transition requirements during the requirement gathering phase. Once the solution is all ready for production, that's when the client says, "Hey, what about my old data? How are you planning that migration?" And the BA has no clue about it. Neither the technical team has any clue because nobody even raised a question around it. Every project is during the requirements gathering phase, as you are gathering functional and non-functional requirement, it is your responsibility to talk about transition also to your customer. Ask him how is he planning to migrate the data from the old system. If the onus of migration lies with you, then it is your responsibility as a business analyst to define business rules for the migration. So I hope this clarifies the concept. So that's all for now. If you like this video, drop us a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye. Take care.